Let's get right into it. Last night, Reinier de Ridder stepped into the cage and battled Robert Whittaker in a gritty, intense fight. It wasn't easy, it wasn't flashy, but he got the win. And not long after his hand was raised, here comes Paulo Costa, stirring things up. Costa jumped on social media and sent out a congratulatory post. But make no mistake, it was laced with sarcasm and shade. He said, "With all due respect, I would knock out de Ridder 3 times in 1 round. All that said, congrats for your win today despite B-fight." What? It didn't take long for fans to catch the tone. It was disrespect hidden under fake politeness. Classic Paulo Costa. The man just cannot help himself. He's always in the mix, always poking people online, trying to stay in the spotlight, fight or no fight. But de Ridder wasn't going to let that slide. During his post-fight interview, RDR clapped back, fast and sharp. "There's always a hater out there," he said. "Did Paulo Costa never fight Whittaker? What happened?" Oof, that one hit hard. Because here's the truth, Costa did fight Whittaker, and he got beat. Bad. It wasn't even close. Whittaker outclassed him, round after round. So when Costa tries to critique RDR's performance against the same man who beat him easily, it just comes off as bitterness. Jealousy, maybe. One thing's clear, it's not a good look. Let's talk about the actual fight. RDR versus Whittaker was tough. Both men had their moments, it was a battle. But RDR stayed strong. He used his grappling, landed some good shots, and came out with the W. It wasn't dominant, no. It wasn't a highlight reel finish, but it was real, and it was enough. Meanwhile, Paulo Costa hasn't done much. Injuries, fight cancellations, contract problems. He's been more active on Twitter than in the cage. So maybe, just maybe, it's time he stops talking and starts fighting again. Because right now, de Ridder has momentum. He just beat a top guy. He's rising fast. He's calling for a title shot. Costa just tweeting insults, hoping someone takes the bait. Well, someone did. And RDR buried him with one simple line. "What happened when you fought Whittaker?" Let that sink in. Let us know. Was Costa just hyping himself up? Or was he out of line? And how about de Ridder's comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But before we move on, quick favor. If you like this kind of content, hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell icon. It helps us out, and we've got more great stuff coming your way. Alright, on to the next story. Reinier de Ridder is calling for a title shot after that brutal win over Robert Whittaker. He's feeling ready, fired up, confident. The fight was close, no doubt about that, but he believes it was enough. He wants the winner of the upcoming Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis fight. But here's the thing, yes, he won. But it wasn't a clean, one-sided win. Both men landed big shots. Whittaker even dropped RDR once. It was a war. So is it enough to get a title shot in a division this stacked? Maybe, maybe not. Because this division, it's a shark tank. Top to bottom, killers everywhere. Guys like Imavov, Baralho, Cannonier, they're all circling. And we've got big fights on the way too. Caio Baralho versus Nassourdine Imavov could seriously shake up the rankings. So yeah, RDR might be in the mix, but nothing is promised. Still, he's staying positive. At the post-fight press conference, he said it loud and clear. "I'm a top 5 fighter in the world. I want to prove I'm the best." He's already thinking ahead, back to training, back to improving. And there was even a funny moment. Someone brought up that Chimaev is offering $10,000 to anyone who can submit him in training. De Ridder just smiled. "I hope to submit him," he said, "and make a little more than $10,000 in the cage." Smooth, confident, sharp. When asked how he felt while waiting for the judges' scorecards, he said, "I thought I had at least 3 rounds, but who knows with judges. I hoped to finish him, but I did what I could." Fair point. Judging can be all over the place, but the win stands. And now, de Ridder wants gold. But let's shift gears for a moment because we've got another massive storyline. Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Yep, it's happening. During the Whittaker versus RDR event in Abu Dhabi, Islam was cage side. The cameras caught him, fans spotted him, and the UFC pulled him in for a quick chat. The big question? How does he feel about Ilia being ranked number 1 pound for pound? Islam answered calmly, no frustration, no ego, just honesty. He said, "It's marketing. They're doing it to build hype. I get it. We're going to fight for that number 1 spot." Boom. Islam sees the game. He knows how the UFC works. He knows this is about promotion, about setting the stage for a monster fight, and he's not mad. He's ready. Because think about it. The only reason the UFC puts Ilia Topuria at number 1 is to build a super fight with Islam, and it's working. Islam's response? Total class. Total focus. But before he can face Topuria, he's got one more test. Jack Della Maddalena. That fight is going down at welterweight. It's a huge opportunity for Islam to become a two-division champ. In the interview, he said it's 90% done, targeted for November. If Islam beats JDM and Topuria wins his next fight, maybe against Paddy Pimblett, then we're looking at one of the biggest champion versus champion fights in UFC history. Two elite fighters, two titles, one pound-for-pound crown. Islam brings elite grappling pressure and fight IQ. Ilia brings knockout power, crisp striking, and hunger. It's a dream matchup. What do you think? Can Islam reclaim that top spot? Or is Ilia the new king for a reason? Let us know. But before we go, we need to talk about something else, a controversy that's exploding online. People are accusing Rene de Ridder of cheating. Yes, even after his win over Whittaker, a lot of fans are calling him out for allegedly grabbing Whittaker's gloves during key moments in the fight. There's footage where it looks like RDR grabs the inside of Rob's gloves, especially when Rob was going in for the finish. At one point, Rob even looks at the ref and points it out. The ref warned de Ridder, told him to let go. Now let's be clear, grabbing gloves is illegal in MMA. You can hold the wrist, sure, but not the glove. It gives you unfair control. It stops your opponent from striking properly. Fans on social media were furious. One said RDR was cheating like crazy. He held Rob's gloves the whole time. Another wrote that glove grab saved him from being finished. Straight up cheating. Even analysts chimed in. At least 3 glove grabs. Should have been a point deduction. Some fans gave RDR credit, saying his knees in the clinch were great, but still felt the illegal moves ruined the moment. It's tough. No fighter wants their win questioned. But in a close fight like this, little things matter. And fans are right to call it out if something shady happens. So what do you think? Was it cheating or just part of the chaos of a gritty fight? Sound off in the comments. Let's keep going, because we're not done yet. UFC 319 just got even bigger. We already knew the main event was Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis, a fight that could decide the next middleweight champion. But now, the co-main event has been announced and it's fire. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Let's break this down. Murphy, the undefeated British striker, has been flying under the radar, but not anymore. This guy is calm, sharp, and dangerous. His footwork, his boxing, his composure, everything is top tier. He's quietly climbed the ranks, and now he's knocking on the door of the top 10. This fight could be his breakout moment, but he's not getting an easy fight. Not even close. He's going up against Aaron Pico. Pico's been one of the most hyped fighters for years, and now he's finally delivering on that promise. Explosive, powerful, with serious wrestling and striking, Pico is a real threat. And now, these two rising stars are about to clash. Stylistically, it's wild. You've got Murphy's smooth striking and movement against Pico's pace, wrestling, and power. This is not just another fight. It's a war waiting to happen, and both men know exactly what's at stake. A win here, that puts them just a fight or two away from a title shot. This is career-changing. UFC 319 isn't just a great card now. It's stacked, top to bottom, and it could easily produce the fight of the night, maybe even fight of the year. Let us know. Who are you backing, Murphy or Pico? But now, let's wrap up with one last headline, and it's the biggest of them all. Islam Makhachev has confirmed it. If he beats Jack Della Maddalena, he's fighting Ilia Topuria next. This is real, it's happening, and it's going to be massive. This isn't just for a belt, it's for history, for legacy, for the #1 pound-for-pound spot. Let's look at the facts. Islam Makhachev is the reigning lightweight champion. He's defended his belt, he's fought killers, and yet Ilia Topuria jumped him in the pound-for-pound rankings after beating Alexander Volkanovski. That shocked a lot of people. Islam didn't lash out, he didn't complain. Instead, he said, it's marketing. It's part of the UFC's plan. They're building something bigger. And he's right. The UFC is setting up a super fight. Islam versus Ilia. Champion versus champion. #1 versus #2. But first, Islam has to go through JDM. That's not an easy task. Jack Della Maddalena is dangerous. His boxing is crisp, his pressure is non-stop, and he's hungry. But Islam is confident. He believes his grappling, his control, and his fight IQ will carry him through. If he wins and stays healthy, then the stage is set. Topuria, on his side, is rumored to be facing Paddy Pimblett by the end of the year. Nothing official yet, but it's expected to be a tune-up fight. A way to stay active and keep building hype. And then, if all goes well, the two meet early next year. Islam versus Ilia. And what a fight that would be. Islam, master of pressure, elite grappling, suffocating control, calm, calculated, precise. Ilia, ferocious striker, sharp movement, knockout power, and pure confidence. Both are undefeated in title fights. Both have beaten champions. Both are at their peak, and both want that top spot. Not just to wear the belt, but to be remembered. to go down in history. This isn't just another super fight, this is the fight that defines the next era of MMA. This is about who becomes the face of the UFC, and neither man is backing down. Islam said it himself, he's not chasing numbers, he's chasing greatness. Topuria, he's already acting like he belongs on the throne. So now the countdown begins. Islam versus JDM in November, Ilia versus Paddy or someone else later this year. Then the showdown. So we ask you again, who are you with? Team Islam or Team Ilia? Either way, history is coming, and we can't wait to see it unfold. Let us know your thoughts on all of it, from the drama between Derrida and Costa to the cheating accusations to the epic super fight ahead. We'll be watching, and we'll be here with more updates always. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Until next time, stay sharp, fight fans.